Jacquees is making waves after opening up about the possibility of joining the Usher and Chris Brown R&B tour. Appearing on the Young Joc Morning Show, Jacquees was asked if he was approached about being part of the massive tour, and his response has people talking. Jacquees basically said he's too big for the industry, explaining that he doesn't want to play a backup role. And that's where the conversation gets interesting. Because Mario and Eric Bellinger are part of the tour, but Jacquees says that's not the position he wants for himself. Now, is Jacquees simply knowing his worth and protecting his brand? Or did he just turn down a major opportunity to perform in front of thousands of R&B fans alongside two of the biggest stars in the game? Because sometimes it's not about who's bigger. It's about the opportunity in front of you.
Hello everyone, this is Kendrick Dix for Viral. Coming up, Jacquees says he's too big for Usher and Chris Brown tour. We'll talk about it. First thing first, join in the conversation using the hashtag Viral here on Connect. Don't forget to subscribe. Subscribe to this camera. Tell a friend, call a friend. Hit that subscribe button so you won't miss a thing. Here on Viral, we talk about this. Jacquees has something to say about the Usher Chris Brown tour, and this one is already getting people talking. Because when Jacquees was asked about possibly being part of the tour, he basically said, yep, too big for the industry. Too big to be someone's backup. And according to Jacquees, he has a heart that simply is too big for industry friends. Here's the question. Is Jacquees standing up for his value, or did he just pass up on one of R&B's biggest opportunities? Let's talk about it. Jacquees recently appeared on the Young Joc Morning Show, where the conversation turned towards Usher and Chris Brown's stadium tour. And naturally, the question came up, was Jacquees asked to be a part of it? Now, instead of giving the typical, man, I would love to be on that tour, Jacquees made it clear that he's looking at his career as a completely different perspective. He doesn't see himself as somebody who shouldn't be playing a supporting role. And that's when things got interesting.
All right, well, let's get to business, because I want to understand why you ain't a part of the R&B tour. How come you ain't on it? I seen some story about Chris Brown wanted to sign you.
Oh, yeah, when I was young?
Yeah, when you were young. Yeah. And you are very talented, and I love the way that you put the moniker on yourself, the King of R&B, because it was another level of recognition as far as I'm concerned. Do you feel like in this industry that you are overlooked in some aspect?
Well, shout out to Usher and Chris Brown. I talked to CB before they started the tour. He called me, told me he getting in shape. You know what I'm saying? He called me, said, well, I'm getting in shape. I'm going shirt off on this tour. So do I feel like I'm overlooked at times? Of course. You know what I'm saying? Did I want to be on the R&B tour? Of course, that would have been dope. But, you know, I don't think I would have been singing background like Mario, you know what I'm saying, and Tank and all that stuff, you know what I'm saying? I would have wanted to hold my own, you know what I'm saying? But shout out to them, you know what I'm saying?
Hold on. Stop. Cut it out. Cause see, people gonna try to spin that like it was a diss.
It sounded like he said what he said.
I'm just saying, I just wouldn't be doing it. Because she was like, why you not on the R&B tour? And I'm like, the guys that's on there are singing background. Shout out to them, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. But I wouldn't be doing that.
That's why I said, cause see, not saying you, but the world was like, whoa, cause even
I mean, we just being real.
I know,
you know what I'm saying?
We are being real. He don't want to say background.
CB is my big brother. Like, he loves me in real life. Yeah. That's my real brother. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't be doing that.
So are they like harmonizing? And
I don't know. I just seen them up there singing background.
They doing what they do, man.
I'm just like, I ain't singing background. I want my own slap.
They did not leave Jacquees off Bad and Bougie.
Nah, you can't.
I mean, but you know what? Hey, respectfully,
respect though, and Tank my dog, Eric Bellinger my dog.
I love Eric.
Yeah, all them boys.
I mean, life is about decisions. It's about the choices you make. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. This choice, or this option or opportunity may not have been the right opportunity for you. You know
and I went on tour with Chris Brown. I had my own slot. You know, so I went on a Heartbreak on a full moon tour. Yeah. Shout out to CB though. You know what I'm saying? That's my brother.
You know what? I didn't understand that level of that show because, of course, it hasn't come to Atlanta yet. Mm-hmm. So I honestly thought that they had their own like set. I didn't know.
I hope CB bring me up.
Me too.
In Atlanta, that'll be cold. If he bring me
Chris
out.
Brown, bring out Jacquees. You can't come to ATL and not have Jacquees come out.
That'll be hard.
Usher, we got to call the people.
That'll be hard. That'll be hard if Usher brought me out too. But if CB brought me out, it'd be harder because, you know, I came from up under his wing. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So that'll be hard.
You got hard, Jacquees.
It's hard.
Next question. Let's talk about your new single.
Well, I'm serious. I love
I
Usher.
know you're
That's my
serious.
big bro too. But we ain't got no songs and none of that.
No, we didn't even
You know
talk
what
about
I'm
it. It was just.
What?
I mean, it's nothing wrong with being honest. I mean,
Yeah,
hey,
being
guess
real.
what? I mean,
I love them though.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to the show as a fan. Hopefully they call me out the crowd. You know what I'm saying?
So
For real.
if they said Jacquees will bring you out, do a song, but I do want you to do this little dance routine and do a little bit of background for one of these songs.
With them? With the rest of the background singers they got?
With Usher. Like if
with
Chris Brown and Usher, they got a song, whatever. Chris Brown, I want you to do a little background right here.
Who else singing backgrounds?
It's just you and him.
Is it me and TV?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay,
for sure.
so it's you, CB,
I just
Mario.
ain't getting in that other group.
Oh, yo, it's a group? Why you call them a group?
Go look at the footage, bro. Go look at the footage. I love you too. Go look at the footage.
Because Jacquees basically explained that he's too big for the industry and that he wasn't interested in doing backup. Specifically, brought up artists like Mario and Eric Bellinger who participated in the tour. Now let's be clear, this isn't about saying Mario or Eric Bellinger aren't successful. They absolutely have careers. Mario has been making hits for decades. Eric Bellinger has been a major catalog as a singer, songwriter, and a performer. But Jacquees' argument appears to be positioning. Where does he believe he belongs on tour like this? As a supporting act? As an artist whose name deserves to be promoted alongside headliners? And that's when the debate begins. Because look at names involved. You got Usher. You got Chris Brown. Two artists who can massively headline arenas and stadiums by themselves. This is a regular concert tour. This is a major R&B event. And I know a thing or two because I was there in Birmingham. So if you're Jacquees, do you say, I'm not opening, or do you say, put me on that stage? Because that's another side to this conversation. Exposure. Imagine performing in front of thousands of people every single night. People who might know Usher, people who might know Chris Brown. Maybe they don't know who Jacquees' entire catalog. And that tour could have introduced him to a whole new audience. Sometimes in entertainment, you have to decide whether the opportunity is bigger than the title attached to your role. But Jacquees clearly believes his status is important. And honestly, I understand the argument. If you spend years building your name, your brand, your fan base, you may not want to feel like you're being reduced to somebody's backup. Especially if you believe you can sell tickets by yourself. That's the pride side of the business. But here's where some fans are going to push back. They may say, Jacquees is Usher and Chris Brown. This isn't anybody's tour. This is a chance to stand on the same stage as two of the biggest R&B performers of this generation. Let's not forget something. There's a difference between being talented and positioned as a headliner. You can have a great voice, you can have hits, you can have loyal fans, but the music business is also about selling tickets, touring power, branding, the ability to command an audience. That's when the question gets complicated. Is Jacquees actually at a level where he should turn down a supporting role on a tour this massive? Or is he simply protecting his brand? Then there's Mario. Because Mario names keep coming up, making this conversation even more interesting. Mario isn't some newcomer. When we talk about the man behind records like Let Me Love You, Just a Friend, and catalogs that stretch back more than 2 decades, Mario is comfortable participating in this production. Does that make Jacquees' decision look arrogant? Not necessarily, because every artist decides what kind of opportunity fits their career. Mario may see the tour as a credible platform. Jacquees may see the same opportunity and say, this is not where I'm at in my career. And possibly that's perfect. That's perfectly possible. But there's another question. Can you say you're too big for something without proving you're actually big enough to replace it? That's the part fans are going to debate.
So you mean to tell me Jacquees said the reason why he's not on the R&B tour is because he didn't want to sing backup for Chris Brown and Usher? Why are you trying to rage bait us, Jacquees? Why are you trying to rage bait us? First and foremost, I've noticed that with Jacquees, all he does is rage bait so we can talk about him. Because I remember when he successfully started that conversation saying that he was the king of R&B, and for literally 2 to 3 months straight, everybody was on the internet debating this conversation. I don't even think that conversation makes sense, but he successfully got us talking about R&B music again, okay? This time, him saying he don't want to sing backup for Chris Brown and Usher, Jacquees, I don't even think Chris Brown and Usher got songs where you would sound good singing backup. Jacquees has such a specific sound. I've seen Jacquees perform live more than any other entertainer at this point, because they love to book Jacquees to perform at every single LA event, okay? So I've seen him perform so many times. Backup on Chris Brown and Usher songs, I don't even feel like that was a possibility. But it would have been a great opportunity for you to get seen by more people. But I don't know, him being like, I don't want to sing backup for them, I don't know. I'm trying not to get upset. Jacquees got good songs separately from doing background vocals, okay? He got good songs, a few. But that's not even like R&B tour. I'm just gonna stop.
Mind my business, but this nigga Jacquees is a hater, bro. For you to go on that interview and try to like downplay Mario, Eric Bellinger and them because they on the and Tank because they on the R&B tour, like nigga, them niggas got more hits than you. You talking shit. You ain't got no classics, nigga. Fuck, nigga. You ain't got some shit, nigga. All you got is cover songs and samples of other niggas shit. You ain't got no Let Me Love You. You ain't got no motherfucking. That's what you get when you fucking with me. You ain't got no Maybe I Deserve, nigga. Like, what the fuck, nigga? So for you to try to act like you just better than niggas, like you just could not sing background, that's your problem, nigga. You need to humble yourself. That's your problem, nigga. You're not humble enough, gang. You don't even sing better than them niggas. Them niggas sing better than you, gang. And you out here talking down like these niggas tell me some, and then your lame ass don't post, oh, I don't need no industry. Boy, you lame as hell. You just jealous, nigga. You just jealous. That's all that is. You feel like you ain't never got your respect in the R&B game, nigga, because you a fucking cover artist. Your ass always singing somebody else shit. Yeah. Get your own shit, nigga. What's wrong with you? You ain't got no goddamn... You got that other song, but that shit is a sample of Avant. Nigga, you ain't got no... Then your biggest hit was LMA shit. Nigga, like, stop playing, Jacquees. Humble yourself, nigga. You need to get in there and get you a hit, something. Nigga acting like you better than somebody because they singing background. They on tour. You ain't. You at the house. You at the house, nigga. Hey, Nash. That shit lame as fuck.
Jadakiss, Lil Baby, 50 Cent, FAT Joe, like, and by the way, I gotta say that because of TikTok regulations, but 10 out of 10 show, the R&B tour with Usher and Chris Brown, 10 out of 10. It was a movie. It was literally like I was watching a movie. And may I say everything through the power of God, because I told y'all I was gonna be here one of the days. I ain't know which day and I ain't know how, but thank you God for this platform and thank you God for so many opportunities. And yes, I will still be in Atlanta because the show is that good. I'm still going. If you have not gone yet,
over here minding my business, just strolling on TikTok, and I just came across this video with Jacquees, Breakfast Club, where he talk about stuff. If you go outside right now and say who the king of R&B, they gonna say Jacquees. Charlemagne proceeds to say, boy, ain't nobody saying this shit. No, dead the fuck ass. I am not. If I say the king of R&B, bitch, I'm not finna say no motherfucking Jacquees. Sorry, not fucking sorry. You not even the first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth nigga I would have even thought about. Even at 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Bitch, I went, boy, hell no. I get it. You moving on up to the east side. You growing. You know what I'm saying? However, ain't nobody saying, oh yeah, I think Jacquees the king of R&B. Fuck no. Fuck no. And to prove that I'm not lying, like real shit to prove that I'm not lying, man, I bet my last dollar to my name, y'all go drop the main king of R&B people that we already know. And he ain't one of them. Bitch, you could have said R. Kelly. Bitch, you could have said motherfucker Chris Brown. Bitch, you could have said Usher. Tank. Hello? And that's probably a reach for some of them. But R. Kelly, we already know. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on now. Come on now. Like, I know we don't fuck with what he did. But musically, boy, fuck out my fucking face, bro. Like, niggas be real deal losing plot for real.
Hey, y'all seen that clip of Jacquees on the Breakfast Club where he was saying, like, yeah, if anybody yelled down the street, you know, king of R&B, everybody's just gonna be like, oh, you talking about Jacquees? Bruh, nobody would ever say that if somebody was talking about the king of R&B. Ain't nobody about to just be like, oh, you talking about Jacquees. Like, stop playing, bruh. I feel like these artists, they didn't learn the game. They smart. They like unofficial content creators. They be trolling, bro. They don't get on stream and like do the whole streaming thing, but they'll find a way to go viral, bro. Come on, bro. Don't nobody be calling you no king of R&B. You called yourself the king of R&B and everybody was trolling you for it. Everybody was clowning you for it. Now, I ain't gonna lie. Jacquees has some great music, bro. There's certain songs Jacquees got I will listen to today. Can I take a dive in your ocean? Your ocean, that's a banger. Like, he got some bangers. Don't get me wrong. Jacquees got some bangers, but the king of R&B is crazy, bro. Did you not just see what Chris Brown and Usher just did? Are you cool? You are not the king of nothing. Besides maybe your household. You feel me? King of R&B. No, Jacquees. No. You think? No.
Did I want to be on the R&B tour? Of course, that would have been dope. But, you know, I don't think I would have been singing background like Mario. You know what I'm saying? And Tank and all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? I would have wanted to hold my own.
Are they like harmonizing? And
I don't know. I just seen them up there singing background.
He didn't want to be on the Usher and Chris Brown tour because he didn't want to be in the background with background vocal monsters. That's not a background. That's a surround sound experience. That's Dolby. Mario opens his mouth and suddenly everybody's in the building thinking about their last relationship. Tank sings like he's got somebody or something to confess about. And Eric Bellinger's pen alone has hits. And you said, I don't want to sing background. So you allergic to harmonies now. Let's bring it on home. Because you had Terry Ellis from En Vogue doing backgrounds for Toni Braxton. Whitney Houston had 2 #1 hits on the chart and still sang background for BB and CC on Arsenio Hall show with a full mouth of gum. And you said no. Like, who? At this point, it's not even background. It's just about being in the room. And you chose just not to be in the room. That's like getting invited to the cookout and saying, nah, I don't want to sit at the folding table. Sir, that's where all the food is. You gonna eat? You just gonna be here just standing? Okay. Well, do you, boo-boo? Do you? And go on over and follow me on Facebook if you would go sing background for Chris Brown or Usher or anybody.
Morning, it's Monday. What y'all do this weekend? Was it a good one? Child, as for me, I got invited to a gathering from a bitch that don't even fuck with me. You know, when you popular, people want you around. They don't even like you. They'd do anything for a look. And I left that bitch in my DMs. Cause are you okay? Speaking of are you okay, Jacquees. He done got on these people's internet and said he the king of R&B. His definition for R&B must stand for real slow and backwards. Because Jacquees, he don't even sing from his gut. He sing out his nose. So then he was asked, well, since you the king, why you wasn't on the R&B tour with Chris Brown and Usher? You know, with Mario, Tank, and that other guy. So then he says, yeah, they on tour singing background for Chris Brown and Usher. Chris Brown my brother, but I don't do backgrounds. Oh, this motherfucker think he effy. He don't do oohs and ahs. I know that's right, Jacquees. You got so much confidence, but to be honest with you, I don't know a song that you got that I want to hear you sing in the front. Oh,
because if you're turning down opportunity to perform alongside Usher and Chris Brown, people naturally going to ask, okay, Jacquees, what are you doing instead? Are you selling out your own arenas? Are you headlining major festivals? Are you moving the same amount of tickets? Are people buying specific because your name's on the marquee would come with tickets? Because you're ultimately how the industry measures too big. Not just confident, not just talented, but numbers. Maybe Jacquees doesn't care what anybody thinks. He believes his career is at a point where he doesn't need to stand on anybody. His message is simple. I know my worth. And there's nothing wrong with knowing your worth, but sometimes you have to know your worth means knowing when opportunities can help you get even bigger. That's the great debate. Jacquees says he's too big for the industry. Mario and Eric Bellinger are out there performing alongside Usher and Chris Brown. So who made the better decision? Two artists who say, I'm not backing up anybody, or the artists who say, put me on the biggest stage possible because I'm going to make it most of it. And that's the question. Because in entertainment, pride can protect your brand, but opportunity can change your career. So we want to hear from you. Was Jacquees right? Is he too big to be a supporting act? Or should he have taken the opportunity to perform on the Usher Chris Brown tour? Let us know in the comments. This is Kendrick Dix for Connect TV's Viral. And remember, if it's happening, we're talking about it.